Morning, Patriots. It's me again, Shannon Fox here, Devoted Patriots channel. Just bringing y'all a little bit of news this morning about what's going on. Why my cat's at the front door screaming. I don't know what's going on with my tripod. This thing is just got like a limp noodle this morning. Hold on, folks. Apologize. Oh, I think that's a little better. My old tripod keep going. Oop. Let me go ahead and get into some news for you folks. There's several things going on with the selection process. And I do apologize for the screaming cats who has not been fed yet this morning, who just cannot wait. So impatient. Now, there's a lot going on. There's only so much I can say about it, being over here on CommieTube. But they are finding out more about these machines than we ever knew before. And it started with New Mexico. After all these investigations in all these states, all these hearings, all this inability to look at the workings of these machines, they have found out that these machines, not just in New Mexico, but in New York and possibly Wisconsin and Minnesota and a few other states, have the exact same issues. No doubt about it, folks. It looks like, let me just go ahead and read you the article the best I can. Says it's a huge exclusive. The machines used across the country have the functionality to create the papers and fill them out like a human. My question is, why are these machines still allowed? And that is the biggest question of all. And it seems like every state has got ES&S or this other company's machines in them. And so we need to go back to the papers. It hasn't happened yet. We are just fighting for that. But we need to prove how horrible these machines are for our country, to our state representatives, our Secretary of States, and people like that. And articles like this should prove it if nothing else does. It says this week, the examiners in New Mexico uncovered a number of material issues that were in their work to date. One item that we learned that in the machines is available to fill out the papers themselves. Combined with what we knew some time ago, this is devastating. The past weeks, examiners in Mexico identified that the machines used in the counties under the review have the ability to fill out the papers. This was noted in presentation before officials in Otero County, New Mexico. And then we learned earlier today that the prior New York State investigation identified malicious codes that could also do this as well. And I did put a video out about this yesterday, a Nick Macedar video. Y'all definitely need to go check that out if you do not know what I'm word salading about over here at the moment. It says, in addition to this breaking news, the Gateway Pundit identified other systems issues with the choosing machines. According to the Crazy Calculator Company website, its systems has the ability to print willy-nilly. Let's just say that. The feature is explained in the manual of this Crazy Calculator Company's manual. And so it's obviously a add-to feature or add-on feature, depending on what you pay for and what state, what county you're in. So Georgia purchased the automated test desk option according to its procurement document reported at the website. And there's a procurement document about this that basically proves it. And this, I guess you would call it the ATD, Automated Test Desk, was an automated comprehensive test desk, is an optional service provided by the company to assist customers in conducting logic and accuracy testing using selection day database and a series of pre-marked papers as generated based on a computer algorithm designed to provide the highest assurance of system accuracy. That's kind of strange. The more we investigate and uncover information related to these machines, the more we realize that we do not prefer these machines in our states. And that's really all I really want to say about that. Just a little bit of exposure as to how the machines were able to do what they did. I'll just leave it at that. Now I have a little more selection news for you folks, and this is, let me just say this here. It says, a Democrat county supervisor in Virginia is indicted on 82 counts of the fudge related to the harvesters. It says Democratic County Supervisor Trey Atkins was indicted on 82 counts of the fudge related to the harvesting. Like I said, the county supervisor has been accused of dozens of counts of this in the case in which he prosecutors allegedly show that he was at the homes of the choosers and with absentees, applications, and the papers to ensure he would have their choosing. He was doing that door-to-door salesman stuff. Those charges include 34 counts of false statement, election selection fudge, 11 counts of absentee choosing procedure violations, 11 counts of forgery of a public record, and much, much more. And I won't say them other two words. I'll just leave them out. WND reported that Sherry Lynn Bailey also was indicted, who is Atkins' aunt and is allegedly took part in the scheme too. Bailey is facing multiple counts of false statements, selection fudge, conspiracies, and a forgery of a record. After Atkins was investigated by Virginia State Police for over 2 years, authorities say they would have a little further to release before the trial. So this guy's actually going to get to court. It says, I can't even talk about that. They're referencing a movie that we all know about. The count of embezzlement stemmed from the allegations that Atkins supplied county-owned gravel to private individuals through his personal construction company. Atkins has a video to discuss his situation, and you're welcome to check out the video below on this article, and I'll leave it in the description in the link, or link in the description. And it also says at the bottom of this article, for allegation's sake, a man is innocent until proven guilty, and we will have to see how this turns out. And that is the extent of the article. 82 counts. I think he's I think he's got a lot to worry about. I don't know why it took so long to get to this point, but he definitely looks like he's got some issues going on. Let me see here. One more article on here I want to bring y'all. Oh, now this is not good news, but it's news. It says Scary Rhino, who supported Zuckerbucks, is leading in Idaho's Secretary of State race. Now, I don't know how many listeners I got from Idaho, but Secretary of State is one of the more important jobs in the state because they do control the selection processes. And so we got to get this guy out of there. It looks like he is pulling ahead in the polls by a little bit, claiming to be a Republican, but at the same time, he took that Zuckerbucks money. His name is Phil McGrain, and everybody believes he will be a disaster. And there is a video at the bottom of this article as well, where they just did a hit piece on him, a commercial. It says Ada County Clerk Phil McGrain is currently leading his three-way GOP primary by a small margin, according to recent polls from a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, where 60% of the choosers are still undecided. Selection day is rapidly approaching in Idaho on May 17th. Go make your choosing count and don't vote for this guy. Idaho is solidly a red state, but like in other red states, Democrats are working to put imposters in office to support their liberal agendas. That's them rhinos. Phil McGrain solicited, accepted, and now defends taking Zuckerbucks that were used to benefit the situation last year. There were 2 documentaries recently that explained how Zuckerbucks helped the Democrats work against Donald Trump. Just movies. And we know the 2 movies. We won't get into that. Let's see here. Let's get past the movie. This was all made possible by the millions of dollars that Mr. Zuckerbuck allegedly invested into the selection to help the other party. Phil McGrain is an enemy of the selection integrity in multiple ways, but the rhino in Idaho are supporting him for some reason. That's why these dirty rhino. That's why I need to know what is with these dirty rhinos this year. The web video was going to run on a broadcast on the cable TV in Idaho with strong dollars behind it, but the group behind the ad had pulled it down because the high level of people in Idaho were close to donors who want a rhino to win. So there is, like I said, about the suckbucks, anti-Trump suckbucks, Phil McGrain video over here that it looks like the Republicans are refusing to be aired, to allowed to be aired, or to support it in any way, shape, or form. Looks like Idaho is turning purple. I hate to see it. I just want to let everybody know the gas prices are not going down. Biden is still president, but we are taking back our country one day at a time, one state at a time, one race at a time. We are like 56-1 right now with Trump endorsements, so I think we're doing a great job. But we've got to watch out for these rhinos, for these people like this here. That's why I brought you that article. To just, if you're from Idaho, remember, don't vote for somebody, or from any state, don't vote for somebody necessarily because they got an R beside their name. Go find out if they're the right person for the job. That's all I really want to say about that. I hope everybody's having a great morning, having a great day. I know this wasn't the best of news, but it is definitely what's really going on with the selections, and much as I could bring y'all for a transparent update. Like, subscribe, and share to Devoted Patriots. Over and out.